Welcome to the Martin McDonough Gymnasium. It's tip-off tournament time, and that means the old Common Avenue Gym is going to be buzzing tonight as we have Otter Valley in the blue uniforms taking on Twin Valley. Twin Valley, of course, won it all last year in their first appearance here in the tournament. You're looking at the gang at center court going to be jumping up and have Pat Whalen, one official, Kirk Abrahamson's the other. And that's Troy Birch, who has played for Twin Valley last year. And the team that was really loaded, had an excellent team, and yeah, they're going to be an out-of-bounds call. It'll be ball going over, and it'll be Twin Valley with its first possession. Now, let me get my camera worked out here. The lighting just a tad bit dark tonight. This Twin Valley will have possession in the back court. You can see the pressure from Fitzgerald, Nate Fitzgerald, number 11 back there for Otter Valley. And Murdoch wanting to go down in the low post. I'll go through all the lineups for both teams. It's going to give me a little while to get the feel for them. That's going to be off the foot. It'll be basketball going over to Twin Valley. That was Troy Birch. Like I said, he was one of the studs off the team last year. This squad from Twin Valley, I believe, went all the way to the semifinals last year. We're looking for that inbounds pass, and that was actually well defended. And you see the nice crisp passing around the perimeter. Moves inside the arc, takes a shot. Birch up and got it. First basket came on offensive rebounds to Troy Birch. 8-minute quarters, overtime if necessary. If you win tonight, you'll play in the championship game on Friday. If you aren't able to win tonight, then you play in the consolation game. You see Otter Valley getting coached by Nathan Belomo. That's up and no good. Outside shot and a rebound. See what happened here? He went to the floor, took the dribble, so he called for the travel, and able to kick the ball back up top. So the Otters keep in possession, and that's number 14, Simonetti, with the basketball. He'll pivot and give it off on that elbow on the left side to Rademacher. So Rademacher had the touch. Now Otter being patient. There's Fitzgerald, and tried to lay up on a little finger roll and didn't get it. And what I did there was, I forgot to turn on my recording machine. There we go. Oh, that happens. So in a 2-0 game with 6:36 going to first half, the first game of the tip-off tournament from Martin McDonough Gymnasium. They go down inside, and nice reversal, and got it. That's Ryan Kelly with the basket, number 3. And I got to get my numbers memorized here for Twin Valley. They want to go down inside. They do. Great last pass, and then the hesitation. Birch got his own missed shot down in the blocks, and travel called. Well, Birch has been able to get down low on the blocks down there in Otter Valley here in the opening 2 minutes of play. And Simonetti again going to get the ball into the front court to Rademacher. Wants to drive up and dumped it off when he got in the air, and a foul called, and it'll be the first foul of the ball game. Pat Whalen with the call. That foul on Trevor Appel. So Appel called for the game's first foul. And Rademacher gets that, take the ball out of bounds. Otter Valley in that box formation. Got it into Kelly, and Kelly traveled. Yeah, now a little stutter step, a little bit of indecision, and a travel called. Now Otter Valley changing up the defense, extending it in the backcourt. Yeah, they want to hand it off to Lazito. Long pass front court. Birch is going to be the main focus of their offense, and he should be. And yeah, it's going to be a foul called on Otter Valley. And Lazito will take the ball out of bounds on the baseline. Twin Valley in those white uniforms. Again, you see him facing that 2-3 zone defense. Murdoch, number 20 out there. Wants to go in the low post and double dribble. Yeah, good call. As Appel got the ball down low, wanted to kick it back out like a low post pivot type player, but he double dribbled. And that'll be a turnover. 2-2 the score, 5:33 to go in the first quarter of play. Fitzgerald quickly pushed it inside the three-point arc. From the elbow to Rademacher up inside the free throw line and got it. Oh, that's nice. You don't see enough of that in high school basketball, that short jump shot like that. You got the quick push, got the defender backing up, and then went straight up and drained it. 4-2 the Otters. Lazito, ball fake, drives high off the back. Oh, arcing shot. Birch up, fouled. Tell you what, Otter Valley having a lot of problem matching up with Birch, and we're only in the first 3 minutes of the contest, but he's been down low He's been on the offensive boards, and he's at the free throw line to shoot a couple. And that foul was on Rademacher. His first personal, team second, and Birch going to be a little bit long, hit the heel of the rim, and trying to salvage one here as he gets set. And his second shot will roll in, and they'll make it a 4-3 ball game. And there's Twin Valley extending this defense with some pressure in the backcourt. And will it force a turnover? It will force a turnover, as that was number 14, Simonetti. Went across the court. It was open. Nobody was there, and it rolled out of bounds. And a pelt to Birch, and oh, look at the strong hands. And then the roll to the basket. The pass wasn't handled. It's a good look by Birch, as he'll just regroup now. Lozito will work between circles, as defensively that's Fitzgerald coming out to play. And Fitzgerald picked it off, read the pass, picked it off. He's going to take it all the way up, challenge him, and missed the shot. And a good job by Lozito just to get in the way, but not to draw the foul. And that's going to be Tony Bernard, number 22 out there, who got on the boards and was called for the infraction. So Rademacher to Simonetti. Rademacher. Yeah, they're going to three-balling it, and got it! First three-pointer of the night. We'll make it 7-3 the Otters, and Lozito with the long pass to Murdoch. Again, Simonetti there defensively, as we've seen some different looks already. Some different, by both teams changing up. Lozito up, and long ball wrestled out there. Let him play through it. That's a Pell, kept it alive, and picked up now by his teammate Bernard, number 22. To Birch, trying to post up, play with his back to the basket, goes up and gently sets it in there. That left-handed shot of his helped him out that time, as he rolled away from the defender and put a nice touch on the ball down low. Yeah, that was well defended. Again, they're trying to go to Kelly down low, and Birch just came around, played him from the front, and actually had pass was too far along the baseline for him. That just over the fingertips of Murdoch. It does get to Simonetti, and they roll all the way back to Rademacher with Fitzgerald with the touch in between. Rademacher with a basket so far in the ball game. And that's a steal. Murdoch, as they doubled the ball, forced a turnover, and Lozito now will have the basketball. He's going to run the point. That's very obvious out there for Twin Valley. There's a pelt back to Lozito as they rotated that whole side of the court open, and that three-point shot going to be a little bit long. Ball will be played off from the paint on the floor by Otter Valley's Robert Kelly, number 15. Going to run a little bit of high-low now. Otter Valley looks for Rademacher. Puts it on the floor, up, and got it! That's the second time tonight he's driven the paint and came up with the basket. You can see Birch going to the floor right there, trying to draw the foul, but it was unsuccessful. The second portion of this tip-off tournament played out is going to be MSJ hosting Burton, and that should be a dandy ball game. You'll be able to see that at a later date on Munger Vision on PEGTV. That's going to be Bernard way outside, not off the mark, and the rebound. Fitzgerald up ahead to Kelly, and lost his balance, went to the floor trying to save it. He's going to be okay getting up, and no, he's actually calling to the bench to get a replacement for him. So, yeah, he went hard to the floor, and they're looking down that bench. They're going to bring in number 13, Matt Miller. So Matt Miller, 13, will be coming in for Otter Valley. All right, so Otter Valley now with Miller in the ballgame. He went to defend the pass, and Fitzgerald will match up with Lozito in the backcourt. Now he's already picked a pass off once. You see him play off the screen there. Oh, nice roll looking for Birch, and the ball will belong to, it's going to stay down here with Twin Valley. So Lozito, number 10, is going to take it out of bounds on the baseline right there. Basket down there as the Wildcats down by 4 and picked off this time by Fitzgerald. Just stayed back there. Of course, good athlete Fitzgerald is. Just got done watching him play football, and he did a superb job in football. Oh, boy, open, realized that Miller front rimmed it. Birch with the rebound. He'll wait for traffic to clear. He's looking for Lazito. Puts it on the floor once and will hand the ball off to Lazito. There's the crossover. Oh, nice roll to the hole, and Lazito drew the defender at the paint, and then when they overcommitted to him defensively, he just dished it off nicely. 9-7. Twin Valley down by 2. Simonetti. The Miller works off the screen, and good defense. Rotated around and got the travel call. Birch hedged over defensively and created that turnover. Lazito, this time a free pass into the front court. Murdoch wanted to push the ball inside, was very patient. Remember, there's no shot clock to worry about in the high school ranks in the state of Vermont. Murdoch on the drive up and nope, went high off the glass. Kept his own rebound alive and tipped out by Appel. And Bernard now will give it to Lazito, and they'll start fresh against what's, well, 2-3 zone this time. Murdoch came to the top of the elbow. That's Bernard, and no, second attempt at Olga Birch, up and got it. Tied at 9, and that's a ton of offensive rebounds already for Birch here in the first quarter of play. 9-9 with less than a minute to go. As Rademacher got the ball back, and a steal by Bernard. He came around the backside. I don't think that Rademacher ever saw him, so with 43 seconds to go. Oh, who stripped that away? That's a great strip by Robert Kelly. There's some contact there. Actually, that's not Robert Kelly. I apologize for that. That was the guy who came in for Robert Kelly. Matt Miller made the steal.
Hey, let's wait for one,
Then a word from the bench is play for one shot. So they'll spread the floor a little bit, take the clock down to, well, it's 20 seconds now. And Murdoch with the catch. Oh, look at that great spacing on the floor. The pass, or the shot, was just left short. Take it real early, too. If they're waiting for one shot, they took it with 16 seconds to go. Up and got it. As Ryan Kelly left all alone on the baseline. Otter Valley will have that 11-9 lead. 2 seconds, 1 second. This will count, and just going to be off the mark. And that's it. The first quarter, 11-9. Otter Valley the lead over Twin Valley. To 13 the score. Twin Valley would lead. You missed a couple baskets. A little technical setback. I'm glad you got it all fixed. Lazito had the ball tipped away. Simonetti up and got the finish. So Otter Valley will take the lead back by 1, 15-14. What's at stake here? Well, trip to the championship game for the 2010 tip-off tournament title game. As for Otter Valley, Dominic Simpson coming in now. First time for Simpson, number 4. And again, Otter Valley in the blue uniform, dark blue uniform. Twin Valley in white, well, trimmed out in red. And Troy Birch will be defending the pass coming in. Is that shoe in the ball game? And to Simpson. Well, he broke the press relatively easy, and the numbers were there. And he just held the ball too long, actually. Fitzgerald will take it up. That's a 2-point shot, and it's going to be just on the rim, no good. Lazito has the ball land in his hands, and of course, I think I remember Lazito from the soccer season. Tipped around Birch with another offensive rebound, up and missed it this time. A lot of traffic in there. Jesse Shue, 31, checked in for Otter Valley. And this is going to be from the outside, and it's nothing but twine for Blake Ladago, and that was a beautiful shot, and pushes lead now to 18-14 Otter Valley. As Nesbitt, there's a couple Nesbitts on this Twin Valley roster, and right now I'm looking, and it's only one Nesbitt in the game, Dale Nesbitt, or they have it spelled at D-A-L, Dal Nesbitt, unless it's supposed to be Dale, and it's a typo, I'm not sure. Lazito being guarded by Simpson. Got it to Nesbitt. They want to give it back to Lazito. He was covered. Got it to Birch. He ball faked. And then Murdoch with a big fake to drive in. No, he didn't finish it, but that's a great move. There's Birch again and got it. I don't know. He's got to be around 5 offensive rebounds already. Birch does. He's keeping him in the game single-handedly, Birch, especially with his work down inside. The doggle fake goes to Shue, and ball fake up, high off the glass, and then Shue got the ball down in the paint. Beautiful ball fake by the big guy. And it was good, so Lazito and company from Twin Valley, from Wilmington, Vermont, down by 4, 20-16. Murdoch had the touch, and now Lozito. Appel. Again, Twin Valley's been a very patient team. Shoe got a hand on it, and they're saying it went off from Shoe out of bounds. So it's going to stay with Twin Valley. Lozito will head down to the baseline. He's set to put the ball into play. And oh, look at that great play by Ladago. Was that Kelly? That's Kelly. This is Ladago. So Kelly made the defensive play. Ladago got the basketball in the front court. He handed it out to Simpson. Shoe on the powerful drive up, and it was blocked out of bounds by Twin Valley as Bernard coming back in the ballgame for Murdoch for Twin Valley. 20-16, the Otters with the lead. And our golf set now, everybody on the box formation in position. Simpson up high to Fitzgerald. They had sent Ladago all the way across the baseline on the screen. That was blocked from behind by Birch. I don't remember Birch taking a break there in that first quarter. 3:13 to go in the second quarter, and Lozito with a quick push in the front court was stopped by Simpson, and he'll go off the side to Bernard. Birch with the grab, and they overcommitted on him. That's going to be a good matchup for Shoe, because Shoe is so strong physically. They got him matched up one-on-one with Birch, or man-to-man on Birch now. Well, look at the turn to the hole, and double dribble called on the move by Appel. Well, he hooked his defender and went by him, but they say he double dribbled. Simonetti going to be coming back in now for the Otters, and he's going to come in for Simpson. Dominic Simpson with a good job in there for Coach Belomo. Again, the Otters bench, nice and deep, a lot of players. And we've already seen a lot of players come to the ballgame low. Tell you what, Ladago attacking the hoop will draw the foul. So Appel will get called for the foul, and that will send Ladago to the line. That'll stop the clock in a very quickly played second quarter. 2:45 left on the clock. 20-16 Otter Valley. 3 team fouls apiece. And Appel picking up his second personal. And so Ladago trying to salvage this one. Will be up and got it. He bounced it around and it went in, and now Lozito will come back. No pressure around him. Birch inbounded the ball to him. Yeah, I believe this is the 11th year for the tip-off tournament. I could be wrong. Could be off by 1, but there's Birch again. Boy, he came in from the top of the free throw line to get that offensive rebound. Nobody located and put a body on him. Kirk Abrahamson with the foul call. Murdoch coming back in now for Twin Valley. He's going to replace Nesbitt coming out. See running that line play. They're just below the free throw line. He'll pop Murdoch open, and I'll tell you, oh, he must not have touched that to the front court. Nobody argued it, so he must not have touched it. I tell you, if that's a clean pass, that'll be Twin Valley basketball off from the leg of Fitzgerald. If he handles that pass clean, he's open for the three-point shot. And I think that's what they're trying to do, is get him open for a long shot. Because last year, he came in off the bench. He was the 6th man for Twin Valley. And he came in, a lot of girth and size to him. And I thought, wow, he's going down inside and bang the boards. No, he stood outside and made outside shots, perimeter shots. And Eli Park in for Twin Valley now, and he got tied up. So Park tied up. Yeah, he's coming right off the bench. He's got to get into the flow of the game and find his rhythm, but that time he got tied up by the defender. 21-16. That's Simonetti. To Fitzgerald, back to Shoe. Shoe on the drive. Oh, he's hard to stop. Oh, it's like a runaway train, man. When he gets the foul up high and then just penetrates down the lane, he's going to be hard to stop. And I can't see a lot of people wanting to step in front of him and take a charge. But he'll draw the foul. He'll go to the line. He'll get a couple free throws. That foul is going to be on number 21, Troy Birch, and that's his second personal. And we'll see if they lead Birch in the ballgame with the 2 fouls. He is a big cog in their wheel right there. Leave him in there. The only danger is with 2:07 to go. You're only down 6 right now. If he picks up his 3rd foul, that changes the whole complexion of the second half. But he does have 2 fouls, and Coach Chris Brown is leaving him in there with just 2 minutes to go. Well, we'll see if that becomes a big gamble or not now as the clock starts up. Bernard will pick up the ball saved by Murdoch, and that's Rademacher going over and almost coming up with a steal. He got in that passing lane and knocked the ball away. So Eli Park got the ball in bounds to Lazito, to Murdoch. Murdoch. And Bernard played toss. Now Lazito in the corner. Look, baseline. That was sealed off. Throws over the top of that zone defense into Park. He got smothered along the baseline and taken out. They're stolen away by Simonetti. But that was well played defensively, and you just can't make that long a baseline pass. Oh, look at Rademacher going there. That's 3 times now. He's driven. Oh, great job. He stayed down low. The ball came to him. He went right back up with it. And that was the great job. Not the fact it was just pure luck that he was standing in that position to get the ball, but he got it and went right up with it and drew the foul. Otter Valley now with a 7-point lead with 1:28 to go. That foul will be called on Murdoch, his first personal, team's 5th. And, oh, what a friendly rim at the Martin McDonough Gymnasium. And that's Rademacher nursing that up and in there. So that's going to be a timeout taken. 24-16, 1:28 to go in the second quarter. That's Otter Valley with the lead over Twin Valley on the tip-off tournament from MSJ. I believe that's the first timeout taken by either side here in the second quarter. That was a Twin Valley timeout, and Rademacher got it. Got them both, and that makes it a 9-point lead now. Park will get it into Lozito. Yeah, Otter Valley without any... Well, Kiki Fry not available to play tonight. I'll say they super tall players out there, but they're extremely quick, and their defense has been the quick hands, been in the pass lanes. Kelly will go back and get the ball. He'll need some help. And a travel called. Yeah, so Twin Valley on the baseline. We'll wait for Lazito, and there's number 10. He'll hustle down there and play Rademacher on the ball. I got to tell you, I understand Lazito's a good athlete, smart player, but man, it's a tough matchup to take the ball out of bounds on the baseline and have somebody as big as Rademacher defend the inbounds pass. This will be a kick on Fitzgerald. The ball will just go out of bounds to Twin Valley. Yeah, they're going to again, looks like they'll set up in the box formation. Murdoch and Bernard up top with Park and Birch down low, and Lazito brought the ball into Park. They'll just swing it around to the elbow. And a turnover. Otter Valley will have the ball with 56 seconds to go in this opening half of play to the beginning of high school boys basketball coverage by Munger Vision. Yeah, I was supposed to bring you the Cabot West Rutland boys and girls varsity games, but I was very, very sick. Yeah, I never miss games. I can't remember the last time I canceled going doing a game because I was ill. Usually I just go sick or not. Shoot with the basket. But yeah, I was not feeling too hot tonight, but I'm here. That's going to be interesting call. It's going to be out for Murdoch out of bounds, and I leave 33 seconds on the clock for Otter Valley to work with. They're up 27-16. Nesbitt has come in the ballgame. They're going to take Birch out now with 33 seconds to go. Remember, he's playing with the 2 personal fouls. Down at Otter Valley from the bench, Coach Blum will tell him to set up and play for 1 shot. Got plenty of time, still 24 seconds. That's a lot of time in high school ball to possess the ball and don't get jittery with it. And yeah, there's the timeout taken with 19 seconds even to go, taken by Coach Belomo. He'll set up the play, and Otter Valley up by a 27-16 score. So yeah, again, just to recap for you, this is a tip-off tournament from the Martin McDonough Gymnasium, MSJ's home floor. I'll have the Mounties taking on Burton Academy in the second portion of this playdown action around at a later date. You can watch it on PEGTV.com. You can also go to do it the old-fashioned way, watch it on Channel 15 on your television. And don't forget, Saturday afternoons at 4 o'clock. Games of the week are put on by Tom Leipold, the program director at Channel 15. So every Saturday, the starts at 4 o'clock. Games of the week, and let's run right up to Sunday morning at 8 o'clock when the church services start. Again, it's a nice feature to go to that PEGTV.com. It's a free service. You can watch local sports anywhere, anytime on the net, on the internet. Or I guess it's called the web, whatever. Rademacher to Simonetti, and he'll glance up at the clock, and he'll stay out at the midcourt logo, and there's no defensive count started right now because they're 1-2-2 zone being played. Actually, they settled into 2-3 zone. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Rademacher, Simonetti, three-balling it, and got it! Oh, baby, Simonetti just dropped it down through the cylinder. Didn't touch anything. Beautiful shot. And they'll have a 30-point first half, a 30-16 lead over Twin Valley on Munger Vision from the Tip-Off Tournament 2010. Just underway in the second half, and Twin Valley, what you missed was they tossed the ball away, and then on the ensuing try for a basket, Hunter Valley traveled with it. And Hunter Valley with a good first half, extended the lead to 14 points, and pretty balanced team play, actually. I mean, there are some moments like Rademacher's driving to the hole, Shu's strong play inside, Simonetti hitting from the three-point line, Fitzgerald being just real aggressive and steady the whole first half. But as you go down through that whole Hunter Valley lineup, pretty much just a really good team effort. Yeah, it takes my camera a minute, too, to warm up here after I shut it off at halftime. That's Rademacher there. And Simonetti, that time Lazito right on him. There's no chance to get a shot off. Fitzgerald waits for Rademacher at top of the paint. Drives against the Pell. He'll kick it out. That's a two-point shot, and it's no good. Rebound taken out there by Bernard. Had good position on Simonetti, and Lazito put the ball down just in time to avoid being called for the travel. There's the crossover and a good help defense by Fitzgerald. That's one thing. This seems to be a very quick Otter Valley team, and defensively they've been very cohesive out there. A lot of fluidity to their defense. They've done a nice job. Look at that position by Shu as he'll box out, get the rebound. Jesse Shu with the rebound, and I'll come down out of Simonetti. Of course, Jesse Shu's uncle is Tom Laypole at Channel 15. That's travel call. It never hurts having relatives and friends in high places. Of course, Tom, the program director at Channel 15, I think 16 years now. I know he's does an outstanding job, and doesn't get recognized enough for his outstanding dedication and effort to the community, but he's an outstanding an asset to have in the community, but also just in the public access, just his dedication to wanting to make the station the best it can be. And that's a 10-second call. Defensively, good job as they kept Lazito in the backcourt. He kind of helped them out there, a little indecision, and he bodied up defensively, shoot with the body, hold it at the elbow. They were looking to try to get to Fitzgerald, but there really wasn't a passing lane to him there. And that's up, and Kelly off the glass, no good. Rebound on a one and done will come down to Bernard. The biggest offensive component was Birch, Troy Birch, 21 for Twin Valley, and he's playing with 2 fouls now. That pass was intended for him. That was slapped out of bounds by Otter Valley. 30-16 is still the score. 6:03 to go in the third quarter. Coming up at a later date will be the second game of this tournament. It'll be MSJ taking on Burton. Now, go down inside. Birch with Shu on him defensively. Want to kick it back out, and he was looking for a Pell, and Simonetti with the steal. There's a long pass to Fitzgerald. He'll grab it in the front court and wait for the trailer on the play, which is Simonetti, and he'll catch the ball between circles. Now they'll set up their offense. Shu, great ball fake. And then he got down inside the paint, and that was sealed off by Birch, and they'll just recycle. No shot clock to worry about. They'll just recycle and reset the offense. And you can see they want Murdoch to come out and challenge Fitzgerald on the edge. Kelly might have shuffled his feet, didn't get called for it. Rademacher up, and that's 3 times in the ball game. He's taking that little intermittent jump shot. And I tell you, I love that shot. You don't see enough of that in high school ball. Birch, he definitely traveled, didn't get called for it. Murdoch will get a hold of that basketball. Right now it's just a hot potato. And unsettled is a good word for the way the Wildcats from Twin Valley, Wilmington, Vermont, to be exact. This is why they're playing right now. They're playing very unsettled as Bernard's pass to Murdoch. Oh, I know they wanted to go to a Pell, but he was just well covered. Up with the steal was Rademacher. From his knees, he'll tip the ball to Simonetti, and Simonetti now with the push into the front court. Numbers weren't there. He'll slow it down. That's a smart play by Simonetti. See John Olson in the stands. Of course, he's the offensive coordinator for the Otter Valley football team, former outstanding great athlete at Rutland High School. And boy, Lazito killed the dribble in the backcourt, and they're going to talk about it. You got to keep that dribble alive in the backcourt. So it's 4:29 to go in the second half of play, the third quarter to be exact. 34-16, and just right now, all kinds of problems for Twin Valley against that quick defensive alignment. Of the Otters, and this is a good time to just read that Otter Valley lineup to you. And Pike Ladago is number 2. Number 3 is Ryan Kelly. Dominic Simpson's 4. Nate Fitzgerald is 11. Brian Rademacher wearing number 12. Matt Miller's 13. Chris Simonetti number 14. And Robert Kelly. Remember, he came in the ball game and took a hard fall to the floor, and we haven't seen him back in since. He wears number 15. Jim Winslow is 20. 22 is Brandon Dwyer. Thomas Roberts 24. Jackson Smith 30. And Jesse Shue is number 31. Like I said, Kiki Fry, I was told, was unable to play tonight. And Robert Kelly's got a bag of ice on his right knee with an ace bandage. So it's probably going to be his night. And you know what I just did? Something I had it on the Twin Valley lineup huddle, and I read the Otter Valley roster. So that really wasn't very thought out, coordinated on my part. And this is the first timeout of the second half taken by either side. Of course, Chris Brown had an outstanding team last year at Twin Valley, because I think they went all the way to the semifinals in Barrie. They won this tournament last year, but what a difference a year makes. Wait till you see Coach Benetonis' new look MSJ team. You know, he's gone out and he's recruited some top flight players. There's Bernard, Birch, and there's Lucido. He's coming off the baseline pass, and oh, that was perfect. Appel just didn't handle the pass. Birch picked it up, and I don't know if the shot would have counted or not. We'll see if they're going to give him 2 free throws. That means if he made the basket, then the shot would have counted. And 2 shots. So Troy Birch got to flex his muscles there. Is off the bench from Otter Valley's Brandon Dwyer. Dwyer's going to be coming in. He's going to be wearing number 22 in blue. And boy, Birch short on that free throw. He looks more shocked than anybody that he missed it. 34-16, the Otters. I'd like to welcome everybody in the Otter Valley school area. Of course, I do plan on taking a trip up and doing a couple of the boys and girls basketball games like I did last year. I did do a football game up there this past year. That was an experience. And of course, softball season, that's an easier sport for me to, it's an afternoon game. So I get out early, you know, out of the game early enough. It's easier to videotape, and I think you're going to have a very good team this year for Coach Patty Cannon, but that's several months away now. We'll concentrate on basketball as Lazito takes it to the hole and got it. Oh, what a nice move. It's a double clutch and the pump fake, and now Simpson in the ballgame for the Otters. Fitzgerald will make the grab. They want to, yeah, they go down on the baseline. Well, see what Shue did so well there? He just leaned in enough to move the defender back. That opened up his shooting hand, and he kissed it up and in. Makes it 36-18, an 18-point lead for Otter Valley over Twin Valley. It's the first game of the tip-off tournament. It is the 10th. The program said it's only the 10th tip-off tournament. I've been here for them all. Oh, nice save. And Murdoch, can he keep it from being a back court? He does. And like I said, Murdoch, a lot more athletic than what he appears when you first look at him. That's going to roll across, and it will become Twin Valley basketball. Went off from the foot of an Otter Valley player. So Trevor Appel, in front of his own bench, will take the ball out of bounds. And Ladago on him defensively. Got to Murdoch. And they just had a lot of trouble. Not only are the defenders quick for Otter Valley, but they communicate well, they switch off well, they help out well, and they go to the floor and get floor burns and get dirty for the ball. Yeah, I think the biggest thing I'm looking at for me watching the game has just been, yeah, they've got 36 points Otter Valley in the third quarter, but they played just great team defense. Simpson ball fakes, takes the shot, pulls it down, brings the ball back outside the arc on the elbow into Ladago. 2-3 zone being played by Twin Valley right now. Fitzgerald, they look for Shue inside, got it to Dwyer, and he'll turn around, and that's a good shot. He just missed the shot. It was a good decision-making process to take the shot. In my opinion, I mean, he was inside the free throw line. Murdoch with a jump hook. Simpson, a 1-on-4, up, and no. I tell you, he got the good push, the good tempo, but that was a 1-on-4 situation as Colin Lazito Gave the ball up to Murdoch. And time with 1:58 to go. Not that the game's over. We're only in the third quarter. Oh, count it. Birch is going to get the continuation, get the basket, go to the free throw line, and I got to wait and see who. 22 is on Dwyer, so Dwyer will pick up the foul. It'll be his first personal. Park coming in the ballgame, 25 in white for Twin Valley. And that is Rademacher, number 12 for Otter Valley coming in. And Winslow, number 20. So it's Simpson, Ladago, Simonetti, Rademacher, and Winslow in the ballgame for Otter Valley right now. A 36-20 game. Twin Valley trying to cut into that lead. Will not get that free throw. So Birch has struggled a little bit here from the free throw line in the ballgame. Remember the good first quarter he had? He got defensively played well in the second quarter. He didn't get a lot of touches, and they kept him off the offensive boards much better in the second quarter than they had done in the first quarter. But with 1:36 to go, you think Twin Valley would need a 4 or 5 point run here to build some momentum up heading into that fourth quarter. 8-minute quarters. I mean, time passes fast, especially with no shot clock in high school ball. 8 minutes can literally. I've seen games where it can become. You might get 3 to 4 possessions sometimes in the whole. I remember old games here when Mike Wood was the coach, and it was a legitimate thing back then with his personnel. He felt he had to hold the ball like that. And there are other times he didn't. And of course, he doesn't do that now where he's coaching, but you know, personnel dictates sometimes what you can do. My point is, Twin Valley's down by 16 right now, and it's been a good third quarter for Otter Valley. As Appel again lost his balance, and the ball will go out of bounds off from Appel. So no pressure in the backcourt for Simonetti and Simpson. It'll be Simpson bringing the ball up. So yes, I apologize for not bringing you the West Rutland boys and girls varsity game against Cabot, Vermont. But again, I had to be very sick if I didn't do the game. I've done games with fevers, with laryngitis, literally with swollen joints, broken bones, stitches, you name it. Ear infections. Oh, I just couldn't do it. I'm getting old. Bernard, got the good drive. Look at the rebound by Parks, and then push called. Tell you what, Parks got up there. He's not a big guy. He's about 5'7", 5'8", maybe 115, 20 pounds. He did a good, tough job going inside there and getting that ball. Matt Miller for Otter Valley coming in the ball game now with 27.5 seconds left to go. He'll replace Ladog. That's third quarter time. Lazito feeds the low post. The Appel, you could hear it. Oh, there's no doubt about that. You could hear it. Big slap on his arm. So that foul will be on Miller, who just checked in the ball game for Otter Valley. Nesbitt had the touch, went to Parks, up, no good, airballed it, rebound, 15 seconds now, so Otter Valley will have a chance for the last basket of the third quarter. Remember Simonetti into the quarter with a big three-point shot, see if they come right back to him. Miller penetrates, up in the air, and no, rebound on the wing. Otter Valley, I will count, Simonetti, no, it'll run out on him. So Otter Valley just 8 minutes away from heading to the championship game of the 10th annual tip-off tournament at the Mark McDonough Gym at MSJ on Munger Vision. 36-20 the Otters. Officiated ball game by Kirk Abrahamson and Pat Whalen. I just want to show you, see, I was talking about, there's Patty Cannon in the plaid sweater. She's the Otter Valley girls softball coach. John Olson to her left. Mr. Lefebvre, Mrs. Lefebvre sitting there. And then a whistle. Travel called. Twin Valley will turn the ball over and it'll be Otter Valley basketball. I know the guy sitting to the left of John Olson, to my right. He's an important guy up at Otter Valley. I just don't know who he is, but I know he helps him out a lot, does a lot. Fitzgerald, nice grab by Rademacher, almost picked off by Twin Valley. Shoe looked from the wing. I want to bring down my camera was hot. There we go. Hasn't been one of my best videotaping jobs tonight, but I got to tell you, still under the weather, and sometimes it's just really hard to concentrate when you got a fever and stuff. Sometimes it's just the opposite. tightens up your focus sometimes. That's not the case tonight, but Shu got the ball to Simonetti. Otter Valley being patient against that 2-3 zone defense. Fitzgerald hasn't got a lot of points tonight, Nathan doesn't, but he's played extremely well. And that's going to be Nesbitt tying up Shu, and the arrow will go with Twin Valley. So again, not quite a minute passed here in the fourth quarter. Team fouls, well, there weren't a lot of fouls in that third quarter. Just 4 fouls on Otter Valley, none on Twin Valley. Now that could become a negative for Twin Valley. They have to start fouling to stop the clock. You know, you want to foul and send the other team to the free throw line, hope they miss the free throw and then get the rebound. Well, they haven't got any fouls yet as a team, which means a lot of times you foul and you get nothing out of it. Lazito, the little running one-hander. No good. Birch tried to slam it off the Otter Valley player out of bounds and missed the player, or the player avoided the ball. Now I'll tell you, Otter Valley is going to be very optimistic to the start of their season with this game here tonight. Like I said, they've really played team basketball, offensively and defensively. Lazito, there's the tempo they want from the Twin Valley bench. Lost the ball on his hip, and they'll go to the floor, and this time it's going to be blue basketball. Simonetti and Lazito get tied up on the floor, and Rademacher going to take the ball out right in front of the Twin Valley bench. And no, he's not. We have a timeout by Otter Valley. A full timeout with 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. 36-20 Otter Valley with the lead, looking to go to the championship game of the 10th annual tip-off tournament from the Martin McDonough Gymnasium on Munger Vision. Yeah, so Birch has actually been a non-factor foul trouble. He's had those 2 fouls since just before halftime for Twin Valley, number 21. And hasn't come into play because he really hasn't been involved in the offense, and he hasn't been aggressive defensively. Shu's done a nice job of being on him, matching up-wise. Could be a lot to do with why Birch hasn't had such a strong quarter since the first quarter. Remember, the ball game started out with Birch 21 for Twin Valley, getting 4, 5, 6 offensive rebounds in that first quarter and some easy buckets down low, and that hasn't happened in quite a while now. Again, they're being patient, they're running time, they're spreading the floor, and I tell you, he didn't make the basket, but I love the play. They spread the floor and let Rademacher be creative, use his athleticism to drive to the hole. The foul called on Kelly of Otter Valley. That'll be the 5th team foul on Otter Valley, Kelly's first personal foul. But again, down by 16. 2 minutes have gone by here for Twin Valley in his fourth quarter. They have yet to score a point. They screened and rolled, and that was well defended as they switched off. Long shot, miss. Weak side rebound will come down to Simonetti. Long pass front court, and last touch by Lazito, and he almost came up with the steal as the pass was intended for Fitzgerald. And Parks trying to steal the inbounds pass play for Twin Valley, but Pat Whalen will have none of that. Rademacher will be defended by Murdoch. Shu stepped down, just received the pass. Oh, found space on the baseline. What a great look by Shu, and then the foul. I'll tell you what made that play was Shu that, again, dropped his shoulder, got a little nudge in there on the defender, and that opened up the baseline. The help defense came over to play Shu, and when that happened, he just flipped a beautiful pass over to Kelly, who took it strong to the hole and was fouled, and he's going to line to shoot a couple now. Yeah, Shu number 31 out there for Otter Valley. A lot more than just muscle walking around. That was a smart play, saw the floor, read the defense, and just a really good job. And I'm not just saying that because he's related to Tom Leipold. I mean, the kid's good even without his uncle. 37-20, Twin Valley down by 17. They trailed by as many as 18 in the third quarter. And that ball's loose on the floor. Murdoch will get it. He'll hand it out to Nesbitt. He'll swing the ball around back to Murdoch. Tried to drive in that 2-3 zone. They pinched down on the elbow, and that just, you can't, you got to be quicker off the first step if you're going to try to beat that zone like that. The seam wasn't there because they hadn't reversed the ball yet. Like I said, you can do that with quickness. Lazito, just great defense. Thought he had the baseline, and then the defense took it away with the help, and Appel and Bernard coming in now for Twin Valley with 5:08 to go. First game of the tip-off tournament. As Ladago and Dwyer, number 2 and 22 respectively, coming in for Otter Valley and Shoe coming out. I missed who. Rademacher and Shoe coming out. Then with 5 minutes to go, down by 17, you got to start wondering, watching the clock, if and when Twin Valley is going to extend the defense to a full-blown press and try to create some turnovers and get some quick baskets. Foul will be called on Birch. I believe it's his third. 21. That will be his third, definitely. And that, again, he went the whole third quarter out picking up the third, but we'll pick it up here with 4:56 left in the basketball game. That Twin Valley, don't forget, was a combination of Whitingham and Wilmington. They made it into one big school down there, and it's between Bennington and Brattleboro. I believe it's Route 9. Beautiful country to drive. Just not really a lot around you. Not a lot going on there other than school, but it's beautiful ride, seriously. I did it 2-3 times in my life when I was younger. Again, don't forget, I still have coming up at a later date, MSJ taking on Burton, and I'll get more into that during that game. That's an interesting matchup right there. Oh, nice grab by Appel. He's got nowhere to go with it. He tried to kick it back out to Birch, and Fitzgerald right there. See, Fitzgerald is a good defender. He had him on Birch that time because he's very athletic. He's very wiry, quick, but he's got the mentality of like a 6'6" guy, and he thinks he's a real tough son of a gun out there, and he plays that way. But he has done a good job tonight for Coach Palomo. 19-point lead for Otter Valley. Nice grab by Ladago, and he'll just bring it back out to Simonetti. I'll tell you, the other thing that's impressed me about Otter Valley in this particular ball game is they've shown a lot of discipline and patience out there. You know, it's a fairly young group. Dwyer, Birch on him defensively. Now they'll run some clock. Shoe going to check back in. He's at the scores table. And there's the foul on Lazito. That is only the third team foul, and that's not a bad foul because, like I said, if you're going to get in a position shortly here where you're going to, if you choose to use the strategy to foul to try to get possession back of the basketball, you gotta be in that 6-7 foul range to make it really an effective strategy. You know, you can foul, make them take the foul out of bounds, try and steal it and get the 5 count coming back in. As Simonetti just popped open at the center court logo and they got him the basketball. There's Rademacher to Shoe, Birch on him. Now he wants to drive that baseline and had a block by Birch. Saved the ball himself, got it out to Simonetti, and now Shoe stood on the elbow and see the pivot there by Ladago, and Shoe with the grab. And get a running clock here, 3:27 to go in the basketball game, 39-20. And it really has been that dominant a performance by Otter Valley, as the score would indicate. And oh, look at that, can't get the finish. I like the way, though, that he'll attack the hole, and that's Rademacher I'm talking about. Murdoch, nope, he had a good open look. One of the rare times he'd beaten the defense down the floor, had a good look, squared up, but couldn't get it. That's going to be Lazito. We'll get it a 3-ball. 39-23. Lead down to 16. Dwyer finishes it. Boy, I tell you, they've effectively pushed the ball down the floor and got the numbers. Lazito quickly between circles will snap the pass off to Murdoch on the elbow. Wants to thread the needle down into Birch. He turned and, whoa. Tell you what, I thought that was awful good defense right there. They just stood their ground, and Birch trying to bull through there like a big old John Deere bulldozer. Could have been called for a travel as Rademacher. It was a good call too, though. Not, Kirk did the right thing. See, a lot of people get on my case. Like I'm just explaining the play where I interpreted it. Never said Kirk didn't do a good job. I'm 99% sure he was absolutely correct. People misinterpret. I had something said to me tonight that just shows you the attitude down here. I was joking around at the scores table. Literally, you could tell I was joking around. Because I do have a good sense of humor. I have many negative points, but I do have a good sense of humor. And somebody couldn't wait, instead of to digest what I was saying as a joke, couldn't wait to jump on me going, and you wonder why people don't like you. And I had no wonder at all. It wasn't even my point of my joke. But that's, they were all loaded up for to blast Munger with that, so it's just a funny thing. 41-23 and Park in the ballgame. Now, he came off the bench. They didn't use a lot of their bench for Twin Valley, but he played significant minutes for Coach Brown, and I thought Park did a good job, real good job, actually, off the bench. That's Bernard with the ball now. Murdoch. Winslow also out there for Otter Valley now. I'm talking about Otter Valley in the blue uniforms. They run that weave up top, and that will be a foul on Miller. Yeah, he reached in there and came right across the arm, yep. And that's the 7th team foul, and that's the 1-on-1, and that's the last thing you want to do if you're Otter Valley. You didn't want to stop the clock and give them an opportunity to score. That's also shots the rest of the night now for Twin Valleys. That's the 7th team foul. That didn't hit the, wow, Bernard missed everything. So Winslow with Birch on the ball defensively on the pass. Got into Simonetti. Oh, he traveled, yeah. That was really just misreading the defense by Simonetti. He expected to feel a body defensively on him, and they had played him to turn back to the baseline, and there was no resistance when he leaned, and that's what caused him to travel. 2 minutes to go, and it's going to take a miracle here for Twin Valley. As Dwyer called, wow. For the foul, and again, that will stop the clock with 2:03 to go, down by 18, and stating the obvious, Twin Valley needs every point they can scratch a claw for here. That's going to be a Otter Valley timeout up by 18, looking to go to the title game in the tip-off tournament on Munger Vision. They go 18 fouls now on Otter Valley, and Birch has missed his last 3 free throws. Miller quickly into the front court. They wanted to slow it down. Yep. Let the game slow down and study it, and examine it. 24 out there for Otter Valley. Thomas Roberts. And I might have missed the action because I was looking down my roster, and that's a great effort by Lazito, but the ball picked up by Simonetti, and there's the pass to Miller. He'll fake the pump inside, and just the 4th team foul, and Parks will pick up the foul. Jackson Smith, number 30, and Simpson, number 4, both coming in for Otter Valley. That taking place with 1:38 going. Birch coming out of the ball game now for Twin Valley. And I missed. It looks like Appel came in for him. So it's Bernard, Appel, Lazito, Murdoch. On the floor for Twin Valley. Miller's pass caught by Simpson. He spins aside the defender, pump fake Miller. Boy, that's one thing, just my interpretation of Miller. He's got to learn the time and situation of the game. He's kind of over anxious to jack one up. That was an off-balance, lower percentage shot, and they could have held the ball and ran more clock. I mean, they're fortunate they got the ball back, and Simpson will lose it on the inline. Lazito right there to hassle him defensively, and that brings us to just a little bit under a minute to go in this first game of the tip-off tournament, and it's going to be Otter Valley going to the championship game. Well, I tell you, Thomas Roberts was there to jam that ball on the block. Foul was called prior to that, and Lazito going to the line with 52.7 seconds to go in the basketball game. Now these teams will come back. Like I said, Otter Valley will be in the championship game. And Twin Valley will be in a consolation game. Now today is Tuesday and I'm tape delayed, but the championship and consolation won't play until Friday, so that gives them some time to regroup, practice, strategize. Plus, I think in Twin Valley's case, you're saving yourself almost a 2-hour ride back-to-back nights. That's cool, that's good. And that's a good rebound by Jackson Smith, and then the foul called. That was on Bernard, and here comes the press now with 49 seconds to go. And again, I'm not second-guessing anybody. I'm just watching the game like a fan and talking out loud. I don't understand why Twin Valley didn't go to the press with more time left in the ball game. Even though now I understand it's an exercise in game condition practices and what they're doing now. 5-second call. Parks traveled big time, yeah. And again, he got down there and he might just lost his balance, but looked like he's expecting contact. It never happened, and that'll become a travel. 48 seconds to go in the basketball game. Simpson. I thought he double dribbled, but he don't call him playing. Miller settling down the ball, gives it off to Simpson. There's the bump by Lozito, and there's the foul. That's just the 6th team foul, and there's no shots coming up. It should be side out. Yeah, and the referees can't believe it here, but like I said earlier, almost through that whole third quarter, there were no team fouls put on, committed by Twin Valley, or called by Twin Valley. Actually, I mean, there could be a foul on every play, just like in football. Simpson with the grab. Simpson will feed down low. That was Thomas Roberts with the grab, and there's Winslow battling for the ball. Like a hot potato, we couldn't get a handle on it, and Lozito will come out of the pack with the ball. 24 seconds left in the ball game. Murdoch up 2-point shot, and no, front rimmed it. Tell you, Twin Valley just never could find their rhythm offensively, as the Honor Valley defense really looked good here in this first game. Winslow might have been partially tipped. Appel got the rebound. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Murdoch ducks underneath the defender, gives the ball off to Lozito, and 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Murdoch up, and nope. And there was a foul, and it was Miller. And they're going to call it, yes. Again, you got to kind of reel in your enthusiasm there and get things under control, but it didn't cost them that foul. 41-24, Otter Valley with the win. Congratulations to the Otters. An excellent effort by Twin Valley. I'll have the Constellation Championship games with both these teams in them. Later date on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. Get out there, support your student athletes, and always support Munger Vision.